I fell in love with it. I felt like I can fit in.
The facilities are top-notch.
There's so much that happens here. There's so much diversity here.
We have students now practicing law at the highest level right out of school.
As soon as I walked in through the doors, I was greeted with so much love and energy. I fell in love with it. I felt like I can fit in.
It's a very big community of like-minded people that you can learn from.
The facilities are top-notch. We have expanded the law school and added the Mark and Becky Lanier Professional Development Center.
Judges in the big cities, prosecutors, public defenders will tell you that students that come out of Tech know how to practice law, and they're much further along than many because of the experiences that they have here.
You know, it's much cheaper than other law schools, but you know, ranked just as high and does just as well.
Our advocacy programs are #1 in the nation. Our clinical programs are better than anyone else's.
With over 40 national championships now and some international championships.
There's so much that happens here. There's so much diversity here.
So anything that you're looking for, we have it here at the Texas Tech School of Law. We represented individuals who are indigent, could not afford attorneys, so we get appointed to represent them.
Advocacy work is important because the system is set up to be adversarial.
Both sides go to their own corners, put on the gloves, follow the rules, and duke it out. Hopefully justice is served.
Huge things are at stake, and there's no bigger thing to be at stake than your liberty.
Criminal defense attorneys have to be adversarial, and they have to advocate for their client, or the client doesn't get the service they deserve.
We get to give back to the community that's helped us get to where we are today.
It is impressive to me how well our students do, how passionate they are, and the amount of energy that they expend in the representation of their clients.
The students have the opportunity to make a very substantial change, not just in the community, but with their clients.
To know that I was able to believe in them and for them to trust me, I think is what makes this work so important.
We do it because our Constitution requires it, and as attorneys we take an oath to defend and protect that Constitution. And providing legal representation to the poor is just as important in defending that Constitution as any of the other rights that we're given under it.
Lubbock historically has not been diverse, but in the last few years, Lubbock has changed a lot.
You know, you have a city that's a population of 250,000 people. It's not a monolithic city. You have people of different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different political ideologies.
Now, what you find is half the people that are in law schools nationwide are women.
No matter where you're from, no matter what race you are, what your gender is, what your religion is, Tech is open to anyone.
And it's something that I think we should strive for, to give that perspective, to give that change of viewpoint.
Because when you leave here and you go out into the real world to represent clients or to do work for businesses, you're going to run into diverse cultures, diverse people, and so this is a perfect training ground for that.
The most surprising thing for me was seeing how many Muslims were here, how many Middle Eastern people lived in Lubbock, Texas.
We believe it improves the quality of their collaborative learning with each other when they get into a position to where they're dealing with people that are not like themselves. They learn more and they learn better. If you're a doctor and the first time that you're given a scalpel is when you meet your first patient, that's certainly not the way to learn how to be a doctor. Well, that's not the way to learn how to be a lawyer either.
I have 8 to 12 third-year law students that I supervise while they handle real criminal cases.
I will never forget the work I've done through this clinic and the guidance I've had, and that's work that I'll carry with me throughout the rest of my life.
We spend the majority of our days just working with students and mentoring them and helping them with their clients.
They get to the point where they can have conversations about the law. That's really when it gets fun.
Other clinics, they watch the professor do the work. Here, you do the work, and we supervise you. We're not gonna let you mess things up. You get the actual experience.
And I've learned so much through this experience that I think once I really do graduate, I will already be ahead of the game, at least by a year.
If you're interested in getting an education and coming out of school ready to practice law, then this is the place to be.